Yo! What's good? It's your bro Lo, and I'm bringing you guys another saucy trading video! Let's get it there. Come on, man. Let's go. I got some good news for y'all. You feel me? So, boom. The payout was approved. I requested $1,200. You know what I'm saying? $1,200. Hey, this is the biggest payout I got off of futures. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about that payout. You know what I'm saying? I hope throughout this whole journey, it has inspired y'all to see me get, you know, from not start, but like from when I first got my account to me building it, to me building up the 50K, to me getting 4 payouts in a row. I hope it's been inspiring. You feel me? Hey, man, I'm just happy. You know what I'm saying? Because, shit, this shit been stressful. My power been cutting out every time I enter a trade. So even like recording videos have been hard. So that's kind of been stressful. But the fact that I got this payout based off of me just continuing to come to work and continuing to keep going, you feel me? It feels good. 4 payouts in a row. It just feels good, man. Like, I can't even complain. But I'm going to go ahead and get right into the trade that I took today. Right? So I requested that payout yesterday. Oh my God, I'm out of breath. God damn. It's hot up in this. But yeah, so I requested a payout yesterday, all right? But I took a trade today, and the trade that I took, I didn't expect today was gonna be like super, very, very, very great, because you know you got NFP tomorrow and then you have Independence Day on Friday. But I seen a setup that I liked today when I came to the chart, so I took it. It seemed high probable, and I'm going to show you guys. But before that, we're gonna get right into the analysis, and you already know what we start off with. Our friendly neighborhood dollar, you know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and do dollar. Looking at the daily chart, when you look at the daily chart, in short, in sweet, we took out the previous daily high, right? I'm bearish, right? I'm not trying to call the bottom no more. I'm done calling the bottom. I'm bearish, right? Bearish dollar. As soon as we took out this previous daily high, right, and we came, I was expecting us to potentially run into that volume imbalance right here, which is right there. So you can see we got a volume imbalance there. I was looking for it to run up into there, but the whole time it didn't have to, because you had that 4-hour FEG, which was right here, right? And I'm not expecting it to invert it and go through it and go higher. If it did invert it, then I would have sat on my hands today. But I had when price on the dollar ran out the previous daily high, I went ahead and saw that EU had took out the previous daily low, also the FEG. Also, we're still bullish if you look at the daily chart. Right, it came and hit the previous weekly high as like a support area, right? Ran out the previous daily low, and then on pound, right? When you look at pound also ran out the previous daily low. It was a lot more bearish than euro. It is a little bit much more weaker. What did it draw down into? Okay, so it drew down into a daily order block, right, in a fair value gap, right? So it rejected off of that, which is cool. You know what I mean? And I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the trade that I took so we could get right into business. Alright, so I basically entered EU right after we took out that previous daily low, and then we had that displacement here, which was at 815. We had a huge displacement. I came into my chart after that happened and went ahead and entered there, basically risking $1,000 on my 300K and $125 on my 50K. I cut my risk on my 50K. You can see that it went lower, and it went all the way to this inefficiency, the low end, the discount end in this order block. So I could tell, like, okay, if it didn't run from here, it was gonna be a little bit of a high resistance liquidity run. So as we ran up and we created this fair value gap right here, I was expecting this to potentially stay open, right? Especially after we ran up into that up close candle, expecting to stay open, watching the 50%, you know what I'm saying, seeing how it's going to react to there. It went ahead and traded all the way down into there. So that's when I noticed that it was potentially going to be a high resistance liquidity run, right? So it constantly was just, it went back and forth, right in this range. Came back down, used that low end, that order block, same order. It didn't come down to the 5-minute order block, but it came down to this down close candle, and then went up. And you can see it was just chopping around. Like, this was a very high resistance liquidity run. It's nothing special about this trade. It came down to the 5-minute order block, and then it started reacting off of that. Especially because you got NFP tomorrow, and you have all that interest rate, not the interest rate, the Independence Day Friday, it was potentially, I was expecting this to happen. As you can see, it almost came down and knocked out my stop right here, just right there. You feel me? Came almost knocked out my stop, started going higher. And the thing is, I wasn't really stressed or like not on edge about this getting close to my stop loss. You feel me? The trade is the trade. You feel me? Me dealing with all of this, it was expected. You know what I'm saying? We started pushing up again. I'm like, man, maybe this is the moment that is potentially just gonna go higher from there. It did. It rejected off of there as the premium of that FEG, came back down to the discount, kept chopping around, kept beating around the bush, not going higher. The thing is, I was still confident in the trade going higher because I am entering at a efficient price, right? I am entering at an efficient price. It's below midnight open price, right? I'm way below midnight open price. It came down almost like 1 standard deviation, 2 standard deviations right here, running out that previous daily low. But as you can see, it did knock me out here on my 300K account, but it did not knock me out on my 50K account. My 50K account, the stop loss was still right here. So as it tagged out this low, my stop was still here, right on the 50K account. So it came down, knocked me out. But when I saw how the bodies closed, pay attention to the bodies on that 5-minute order block. When you see the 5-minute, when you see those candles close like this, I was confident after it came and rejected up like this. I was confident in re-entering that one more time and then seeing if price can hold and just put my stop right below here. And if it ran that, then I would have been done, right? So you can see it started running a bit higher, right? This is where it finally wanted to do what it was supposed to do. It was edging me the whole time, but finally wanted to go the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? So we created a breaker right here with this FEG, tapped it right there, and then we started getting some expansion up, right? And this was around the 11 o'clock candle, right before 12 o'clock. So we were in the 11 o'clock candle. We have an FEG right here. Also that FEG right here, which would be used as an inversion there. That's why I dragged it out in time, and then looking for it to expand higher. And then also we have that volume imbalance on the daily, right? That was potentially going to be used here. So I just wanted to see if speed could get up to this high. I went ahead and moved my stop right above here because it's about lunchtime, and I didn't want to see price retrace all the way back in here. I wanted to see all of this stay open, right? Because all of this is just balanced, right? All this back and forth. I just wanted to see speed there. So you can see it's using that as an inversion there, right? Just expecting it to draw up to that, at least Asia or this buy side liquidity, which is like midnight open price and the current high of the current daily candle, right? But I was looking for it to potentially get up into there. Now that we're at 12 o'clock, I was like, okay, I'm gonna just hold it, let it do what it's gonna do. I'm trying to catch the daily range, which I kind of did, right? Even though I dealt with a whole bunch of bullshit, right? So you can see I'm up $2,000, right? That little $1,000 that I took, the trade loss that I took, you know, I made that back. Right now I'm up on that. So you can see it started ranging all in here. I was still expecting it to get up into there, but all of this range should hold. But just notice, man, this is what I had to deal with. This is a lot of patience, right? And just accepting the trade, accepting that what happens, you know what I'm saying? And just managing risk, you know what I mean? So you can see that I'm still holding the trade. I wasn't really watching the trade as much during this move right here. Once we got to 12 o'clock. But you can see we started expanding here. I wanted to go on my walk, so I wanted to try to get out. I moved my limit up here because I was thinking that it was gonna expand here. But I'm like, yeah, let me not be too greedy and try not to get the highest hanging fruit. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's a high probability that I could get up into there, right? But at a certain point, once it didn't want to expand up into there, I didn't want to see any retracement back into this FEG right here. I just wanted to see it get up and expand to that buy side liquidity. It didn't do that, so I just went ahead and got out right here, and I also got out on my 50K account, which I'm up $125, right? So you can see $1,000 up $1,000. Oh, wait, did it show it? I don't think it showed it. Here, I'll show you guys. Hold on. Let me show you guys. All right, so boom, right? So up. See what you did. Okay. So I'm up $1,300 on that account and on the so that okay, here we go. And you can see that I made over 120, well, 120, more than $130 on my 50K account, right? And this is after me securing the payout. I took $1,200, so it was at $1,490, and so basically I made almost a quarter, not a quarter percent, but like a quarter percent. Basically, you know what I'm saying? Solid little day. Not too much to complain about, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's go on and see what EU is doing right now. I want to see if it actually got to the TP that I was looking for. So, okay, so it's expanding up now. It's finally getting up into there. I could have held for this, but like, listen, it's 8 o'clock for me. It's 2 p.m. It's 2 p.m. in Eastern Standard Time. Like, it's the market is low key dead. Like, I'm not gonna be greedy. You know what I mean? So I just took it right there. But yeah, man, we secured the $1,200 payout, man. You feel me? Had a good ass day today. Had a good week for it to be an NFP week. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. But yeah, let's go on and do fuck it. Let's do a quick reaction, like 15 minutes. Let's do it. Okay, so Diego dropped a video breaking my trading rules after 3 weeks of following them. Okay, let's see what he's talking about. Hopefully you guys can hear. All right, I had to get all my audio and shit. I had to get all my audio and shit set up, so let's go ahead and get right into the video. Diego, let's losing and winning trade because I broke my rules. 13-day streak over. Diego, automatically, I'm upset with you. But it happens. You know what I'm saying? I'm not upset. I'm not too upset because I do it too. You feel me? But you know what I'm saying? We gotta you know what I'm saying? Get it together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Back today. Didn't trade yesterday. I think I would have taken a nice short off like around 10 o'clock yesterday, but I didn't trade yesterday. I was driving to Miami to watch Real Madrid play. I'll talk about that at the end of the video, but Miami is a nightmare. It's probably the worst city I've ever been to. The worst city I've ever been to in my life. I will absolutely never live in Miami. That place is awful. The traffic's awful. The city is ran by a bunch of idiots.
Damn.
Yeah, I'll go into that after.
Oh God.
But today,
let's get right into the business though. Hold on.
On the trend day,
let's see what trade he took.
When we have this placement off open, boom, we hold this, inverse this, boom, hold this, and this. This candle, this pattern right here, I do not expect us to sweep any of these lows before going higher. I don't. So what else? So I had the idea, I had the bias, I had the narrative, but what do I always say? I'm not good at trading trends. I'm really just not good at trading trends. I like to play reversals. I like to play reversals at key levels down here, but this is not market open. If this was market open, right? If this was...
The thing is, it's a reversal in the direction of where price is like going. So it isn't as much of a counter trend as he's probably thinking. I don't know.
If this was after market open, I'd probably take something along the lines of...
So Diego, it's not bad that you're a reversal trader. You just got to do it in the direction of where that higher time frame is going.
Yes. I'd probably taken a trade here, right? I'd probably taken this close and get in there, stop below this low, and had this trade. But this is before market. I don't trade that. So I get in around...
You follow your rules. Cool.
Here, and I just have a loose stop. I have a loose stop. I have no idea where I want my stop to be because I don't trade trends. I'm very uncomfortable trading trends, right? That's really it. I don't know where to put my stop loss. I don't know where I should be really targeting. I don't have a good basis.
That's when you so boom, if you're in a trend, right, down close candles support price on the way to the draw on liquidity. So all you have to do is find an FEG with an order block or a down close candle or some type of inversion FEG. Make sure your stop is just below, at least below a down close candle. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep it simple, keep it short.
And understand of how to trade trading days. It's very hard for me. I always say this. You guys know this. A main draw on liquidity was this hourly gap with these highs right here, right? Because you could reject the hourly gap. So I would have gone break even at this high, and I would have maybe partial one. I went half size, so I was going to partial one micro. Really not for much, but I was going to partial one to secure something and make about 15 points and then leave a runner to the high. Or maybe I was just going to break even. But regardless, I was going to go break even at this high because we could have rejected. If I would have just held the trade, what did I end up doing? I ended up closing the trade when we wicked down and closed here. I wanted to see us close above these highs, and I closed the trade.
You prematurely closed it.
Why did I close the trade? Again, it was just due to the fact that I didn't
want to lose.
Confident in my entry, so in my head.
And he didn't want to lose too. But yeah, confidence too. Like confidence in the entry. Yeah.
I'm thinking, okay, cool. I'm gonna close this trade at a break even. Close the account. Not trading anymore. I'm clearly too emotional. I'm clearly just too emotional to hold the trade and to perform properly. So, what was the mistake? Not letting the trade play out.
Yep.
Why? What factors led me to not letting it play out? right? Because obviously I should have. Obviously I should have just held the trade and done what I was supposed to, right? Rocket genius, right? Thank you, everyone that's gonna comment. You should have followed the rules. Thank you for that. Right? Thank you. I don't need you guys to tell me, DM me, do all these crazy things, right? Because, and I'll get into why. Again, it's not the end of the world.
Hey, today me and Diego Twinning, we both got our shirt off, but who more ripped though? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm low key, he a little bit more bulky than me, but I'm more like ripped type shit.
But anyways, again, I don't need a million people to comment about following my rules and DM me, blah, blah, blah. Oh my gosh, you lost all your progress. You're never going to succeed. No, I'm going to be fine. We're going to be fine. It's fine, right? It's fine. So I closed the trade there, but again, why do I close it? Well, I don't love where my stop loss is. I think I have my stop loss like here. Like, we had a 1-to-1.
Look, a ripped nigga about to eat a whole fucking double chocolate goddamn muffin. You know what I'm saying? But that's that nigga in me. That's that black. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we just naturally we naturally like that.
Take profit, but I didn't like the stop loss. And if I'm not just gonna, like, you know, I don't like going break even right here. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm not comfortable with this trade. I don't like the stop loss.
For real?
Because I don't know where to put it. Because I don't know how the trade trends well.
I'm 35 and I want
and
to
I get hit with an ad?
50 living.
God damn!
What should I do?
Okay, so you live in Europe.
I'm still
and you're
eating
thinking about retiring early. Maybe you've heard about the fight.
Skip. They had Johnny. Was that Johnny? I can't even go back.
So I didn't like my stop loss. I didn't feel comfortable with how the trade was moving. Because we were just shopping around through my entry, which is fine. That's normal. But it really came down to the fact I didn't have a confident stop loss. I couldn't confidently say, you know what, I'm going to have my stop loss at this low now because, oh, we pushed above here, I'm going to try my stop here. Or, hey, you know, I'm going to have my stop loss here. Or, you know what, I'm going to even have my stop loss here, right? I didn't know where to comfortably put my stop loss, which made me a lot more anxious in the trade. Again, I'm not blaming me breaking.
That makes sense, though, because, God, what the fuck? CPU high. Did y'all hear that? I don't know if y'all heard that, but it makes sense that, you know what I'm saying, he wasn't confident, and because he wasn't confident in his stop loss, so that's why he closed it type shit. But, you know, he just got to keep building the reps to build more confidence and holding that trade to wherever you think is going to go. You know what I mean? But this is just experience right here. He just got, that's all you got, Diego, right here. It's just experience. You know, since it came into that FEG, you entered wherever you entered. It's experience to think that, to be confident that your stop should be held below here. You know what I'm saying? Or below here. You know what I mean? And you just let it ride. Whatever decision you make, you just gotta let it ride. Type shit.
On that, I'm just saying that's what led me to want to just close the trade. And you know what? I said, I'm going to close the trade. I'm going to be done for the day. So what am I happy about? Well, I'm happy about the fact that, you know what? After I closed the trade and I saw it keep going, there was part of me that was like, you know what? Let's keep trading. Let's keep trading. And what did I do? I said, you know what? I don't care. I'm just going to lock my account. The day is done. I didn't get my trade. Oh, well, so be it. Right? So be it. Like, I didn't get my trade. Or I did get my trade, and I closed it early. I didn't like it, blah, 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 blah. There'll always be another day. There'll be another textbook setup. There'll be something that works. Just relax, right? That's what I need to tell myself. Just relax. It's all right. We made a mistake. We closed the trade early. We were afraid, blah, blah, blah. It's all right. There's always another day. There's always another opportunity. And becoming, like, addicted to the streak of, you know, I was on, this is day 13. It would have been day 13 if I followed my rules, but it's just like, you know, as long as this doesn't lead to 2 days in a row breaking rules, 3 days in a row, 4, if I can go back on another streak, it's fine. That's progress. We made progress. You don't lose all progress just because you have one bad day, right?
Yep. No, real shit. Real shit. I'm going to just end it off right there because I already know, Diego, you about to go straight yap sesh, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, he you know what I'm saying? He did the right thing. He wasn't confident in shit going up, you know, and I mean, the trade working out, even though it worked out, but he didn't decide to, like, okay, let me re-enter, let me sell short, let me make another decision. He just went ahead, closed his account up, closed his account out, and then went on about his day. And then that's all you could do. I think that's really it.
6, 7, 8 rules in one day. I mean, break
Yeah. Yeah, man. But yeah, that's it. It's straight. You know what I'm saying? He did the right thing by closing his account. But yeah, that's it, man. I'm gonna just go ahead and end the video off right there. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, sub to the motherfucking channel. You know what I'm saying? I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. I'm out.